of meditation. When we meditate, we have monkey mind, and we watch the thoughts and conversations twirl in our heads. Then we calm our minds. We stop feeding the monkey, and we stay with stillness. Gradually, the monkey starves, and eventually there is nothing left but the bones. Then we carry around the bones until the mind is still, when we can throw away the bones. I spent the night in a lama's cell meditating. It was high up under the eaves, and I could hear these huge mastiffs growling at the bottom of the ladder to my room, and the prayer flags flapped in wild March wind. My bed had blue sheets embroidered with a Swiss mountain scene and the message, Bonjour. Next to it was a dusty shrine covered with piles of rupees and bowls of rice and statues of deities doing odd things. Bonjour, Harold. I had a dream last night that I am the barking of the dogs. I am the wind. I'm one with everything, and I'm never going to be lonely again. Oh, that's just a California experience. On the Calcutta Express, the dust from the Raj was still in our clothes. Out of the height of serenity and into the slough of hilarity. Black Cat rum and Red Star vodka helped. Harold, are those egrets on the rhinos' backs? Yes, rhinos vinaigrette. I'm not unscathed, you know. I'm terribly scathed by some sad things I didn't know mattered. That night in the lama's cell, I dreamt that I was in tune with the melody which is my whole life. I am every note in the waltz, and with every step I take, I'm dancing to the music of my destiny. I woke, and I shed some vast mistake, and found my path, which was not without detours. Mummy had rented a house in Sussex, and Mamie was living nearby in a little service flat where she'd been since I left New York. I drove over to pick her up and bring her to see us. Night fell. Darling, I think Miss Evans better spend the night because it's time for dinner and you don't have time to drive her back. Oh, well, I'll tell her to join us for dinner. No, I think she'd be more comfortable downstairs with the maids. But, Mummy... The next day, while I was driving Mamie home, I asked her what happened. Oh, I had bread and cheese in the kitchen. It was plenty for your old nanny. Mamie, I'm really sorry. I hiked up on the moors and sat down on a rock to cry. My life is such a pile of shit. Next to the rock was a pile of shit. I moved to another rock. Next to it was a little stone in the shape of a heart. My heart feels burned, and the pain of life feels like a cold wind around my raw heart. Up in the hills, the wind is blowing. Maybe it will bring the spirits to imbue me with their magic. I hear this voice. This is your charnel ground. Cast away those bones you're carrying around and make way for something new.
cast away the bones.
Well, I'm sick of worldliness and of my image of myself. I feel as though I'm dying. I'm getting weaker and weaker, thinner and thinner. I have to hold my elbow to lift my hairbrush. And I have to lift my legs in and out of the car with my hands. The doctors don't know what's wrong with me, and they just give me cortisone. And the shamans say I'm having a Kundalini crisis. I'm in an ochre and gold operating room. The doctors look like Buddhas and have diamonds and sapphires for teeth. They are strange, yellowish beings, not quite human. We are gathered for psychic surgery. An old woman pulls a fortune cookie out of my shoulder and says, "Proceed to remove the organ of fear." I see this huge monkey skeleton leaning against my spirit. It must be the bones of my history, wanting a voice. She has never really been in this world. She was too afraid to arrive here fully. Scalpel. Spatula, give me the Thwarton. Give me the silver zipper to sew her up. It's 10 in the morning. And the lake is sparkling in the early morning sun. A heron is looking at me from an island of pink water lilies. And the wind is full of the scent of jasmine and ginger. I'm here with Osed, who I'm secretly madly in love with. And we are eating slices of green apple and bitter, acrid mushrooms that put my teeth on edge. We're just thought forms, drifting in and out, like clouds, changing all the time. This could be a bone from my father's skull. Maybe I could honor my ancestors by telling their stories. Is it 4? I know you have to leave at 4. Is it 4 yet? It's only 11? Oh. Yes. No. I see. My life has been one 30-year-long dinner party, which is just ending. I'm a recovering hostess. There should be a 12-step program for compulsive dinner party givers. Do you have to leave? It's 4? Well, that's okay. Oh, I have this revelation I've got to tell you. Trees are to the plant world what humans are to the animal world. And as we exchange our oxygen and carbon dioxide, we are having intercourse with the entire planet. Bye. I'm not lonely. I'm independent. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I smile. This is the only moment. I used to think that if I stopped seeing people, I'd die of loneliness. But I don't. It's really not being alone that's lonely making. It's the comings and goings of other people. I offer these acorn cups of water to the spirit of my father and to the earth. And I invite the spirit of Mamie and Timmy and the heron and the trees and love to join me around this fire. We sit in silence.